All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right. So I'm back in this book again, Bloodlines of the Illuminati. All right, written by Fritz Springmeier, which talks about all the Illuminati elite bloodlines, all the bloodlines of the wicked elite banking families. All right, and guess what one of those families is, man? All right, the McDonald's family. All right, the McDonald's family. Yes, I'm talking about the people that started McDonald's, man. Right, because their bloodline goes way back, and that's why McDonald's is one of the biggest and largest food franchises in America, because you know they get their power from the left hand side, man. All right, doing that all occult and Satanism and all that shit, man. You know, they get their power from the left hand side of the Most High. You know, so let's get into it, man. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the McDonald's family. All right, it says when one thinks of the name McDonald, one immediately thinks of the fast food hamburger chain, which has franchises all over the world. All right. The McDonald's Corp has been rumored for years to be connected to Satanism. All right. In fact, a book which tries to debunk Remember that again. It says, in fact, a book which tries to debunk belief in a satanic conspiracy entitled Satan Wants You reported the rumor that McDonald's owner Ray Kroc tithed to the Church of Satan. All right, it says Ray Kroc does spend time with NWO elites and is a member of the Bohemian Grove. All right, there is no doubt that the McDonald's Corp has an inside track with the Illuminati because the U.S. government has given, according to one source, $40 million in public tax money to McDonald's to help them set up McDonald's restaurants in foreign countries under the disguise that this money was spent on foreign policy. In 1991, the total of McDonald's outlets, all right, in the three primary European nations of Britain, France, and West Germany totaled 959 restaurants. All right. It says, in spite of the millions of dollars of tax, remember that again. It says, in spite of the millions of dollars of tax dollars the U.S. has given to McDonald's Corp, it says the money doesn't seem to be directly connected to the McDonald's family, because the McDonald's family, all right, Richard and Maurice McDonald, known as Dick and Mac, all right, which started the restaurant in 1937, were bought out by Ray Kroc around 1954. By the time Ray Kroc had bought out the McDonald's brothers, they had a very successful business going. The McDonald's brothers lived in the rich section of San Bernardino and had around 11 McDonald's restaurants. The brothers made about $100,000 profit a year and were quite content. The McDonald's had designed the golden arches and had put together the taste of food concept, all right, and had been selling franchises. However, the McDonald's were too content. All right, the McDonald's didn't want to expand, and when Ray Kroc formed McDonald's System, all right, Inc., all right, on March 2nd, 1955, after buying out the brothers with borrowed money, he vigorously went to work to develop McDonald's into the international franchise that it is. All right. It says Ray Kroc lived frugally for many years, putting his whole life into building up the McDonald's franchise or franchise. It keeps saying franchise. I think it means franchise. All right. It says it was his drive that took a good idea and changed it from a success in Hollywood and San Bernardino into an international success. Ray Kroc knew a good idea when he saw it and developed other people's good ideas into a great success. It says James A. Collins, chairman of Collins Food International, now the largest Kentucky Fried Chicken franchisee and the operator of Sizzler restaurants, talked about his time with the McDonald's in 1952. There was a fraternity of us, and every one of us saw the McDonald's in San Bernardino and basically copied it after the boys. All right, the McDonald's brothers gave us a tour. All right, we all took our lesson from the McDonald's brothers. All right, Collins remembers. All right, the concepts that franchises pay for the McDonald's brothers were giving out free, and Collins turned around and began getting $100 a day training people from Carnation, which the concepts that McDonald's had shared. All right, Henry's Drive-ins and Ken's were McDonald's lookalikes that started from people trained by Collins. Glenn Bell, who started Taco Bell, who patronized the McDonald's main restaurant in San Bernardino, started Taco Bell from ideas from McDonald's. All right, the first year Collins imitated McDonald's with his own fast food restaurant. Collins made $80,000 a year take home pay. Right, the McDonald's brothers became a part of the local elite of San Bernardino, California, alongside such rich local families in Guthrie, Stater, and Harris. All right, readers are reminded of all the articles and the newsletters about how San Bernardino is a major headquarter for the Illuminati and satanic hubs, because there are so many thousands of practitioners of black magic in the area. I do know from working with survivors of the Illuminati that the McDonald family has, all right, part of their people in the Illuminati. How far back does the McDonald family go in the occult? The McDonald family was a Scottish clan that was part of Druidism, all right, which is witchcraft, all right. Many of the McDonald have gone on to serve. Right here it says Christ, which Christ is just a Greek word. All right, that means anointed. All right, but the only ones that could serve the Messiah, all right, Yahushai, are Israelites, man. So they're basically serving in vain. All right, if they are not Israelites. All right, it says however, all right, there is still a large, powerful contingent of the McDonald family, all right, which is connected to the mystery religions and which has family members who are part of the Illuminati. Each of the major Scottish clans had an area, all right, that they controlled of Scotland. The McDonalds controlled the islands and coastal areas of the west coast of Scotland. When the Knights Templar let me read that again. It says, when the Knights Templars tied persecution in order to escape the various British fleets, they sailed a route that took them to western Scotland. During the time of King Philip IV of France, all right, the McDonalds were involved in the movement of the Knights Templar. The Knights Templars, all right, had adopted Gnostic satanic practices during the centuries. All right, they guarded the pilgrims in the Middle East. Man, this is the family that's feeding us some fucking, and y'all be going to McDonald's, bro. eating all that, and that's all poisonous and fucking just poison and drugs in that food. It's not real food, man. It's just chemicals and drugs y'all eating, bro. And this is the family, the satanic family that's feeding y'all this shit, man. All right, It says the Knights Templar had adopted Gnostic satanic practices during the centuries they guarded the pilgrims in the Middle East. Yeah, and it's 2024. If y'all still eating that bullshit, bro, that's crazy, bro. In this time and day and age with all this information out here and y'all niggas still eating McDonald's, bro. It says the order had also become the international bankers of Europe and large landowners in Europe. The King of France twisted the Pope's arm, so to speak, all right, to get him to go along with a campaign to eliminate the Knights Templars, right? Because, which is another, a secret society, man, all right? Because the McDonald's clan was in private still pagan. All right, they were willing to help the Knights Templar escape the Pope's decree against the Templars. It says, I'm gonna read this and that'll be the end of the video. All right, it says, the Knights Templars were not the only international bankers to move north. Later, during the 16th and 17th century, the elite satanic banking families moved their operations from southern Europe to Antwerp, Flanders, and then on to Amsterdam. Many of the Knights Templars lied to Scotland, all right, where they helped Bruce, the King of Scotland. When the English invaded Scotland, they were defeated by Bruce in an important battle named Bannockburn. Bannockburn kept Scotland free from England for the next 289 years. All right, the Knights Templars fought with Bruce in the battle under the command of Angus Og MacDonald, who was a large Scottish landowner and a friend of Bruce. Angus Og MacDonald had previously, in the 1308 time period, given protection to the Knights Templars. The Knights Templars brought the treasures and their military might to Scotland and to the McDonalds. All right, many of the Knights Templars went on to the Orkney Islands. I guess that's talking about islands, all right? But some stayed in Scotland and became important in the occult world. The descendants of these knights are still guarding some important occult relics, which may be revealed in the next few years. The Sinclair family has been part of the Prieurs des Sion, all right, Freemasonry, and the Illuminati. All right, vice president of Sinclair Oil and Gas Company in Tulsa in 59 through 61 was Marshall McDonald, all right, who was an active Freemason who married into the Collins family, which is another Illuminati bloodline. All right, note that the cities, towns, Tulsa, Wagoneer, Muskogee, Broken Arrow, and Oklahoma are totally controlled by the Illuminati. The atmosphere in these little towns southwest of Tulsa has been described as oppressive and prone to violence by people who have lived in them. All right, one of the lodge systems set up by the Illuminati was the Jacobin Club, originally known as Club Breton. Its Jacobite members, all right, got financing from the Illuminati and were a big part of the cause of the French Revolution. The Jacobites also played a role in the early history of the United States in the American Revolution. The Jacobites had a number of aristocrats who were also secret Satanists and leaders. All right, they had a lodge in Rome, One of the Scottish Jacobites was Flora MacDonald. All right, she's Flora MacDonald. She saved Prince Charles Edward's life. All right, Etienne. All right, Etienne. All right, Jacques. All right, Jacques. All right, Joseph Alexandre MacDonald, Scottish blood, was a 330 Freemason. All right, and also an officer who fought on the side of the French Revolution. He went on to become a marshal in the French army. In 1805, he became the Grand Administrator of the Grand Lodge, symbolic in France. All right. It says some notable McDonald's include Ramsay MacDonald, all right, British Prime Minister during 1920s, all right, privy to insider info, and who was in favor of working with communist Russia. Ramsay MacDonald was a member of the Fabian Society, working for a socialist one world government. He rubbed shoulders with Anne Besant, all right, and Clark, a disciple of Illuminatus Mazzini, all right. I think that might be talking about Giuseppe Mazzini, if I'm not mistaken, all right, which he was friends with Albert Pike, who started the KKK, who was a Freemason as well, all right. So you know, I'm gonna leave it right there. That's part one. There might be a part two. All right, if I continue to go into this even more. All right, and if I find some juicy information, I'll do a video on it. You know. All right. So with that being said, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. All right, Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right. So with that being said, until the next one, Shalom, Shalom.